Welcome back to Afternoon Live on this Veterans Day. We're honoring the men and women who have served in the military and today. And we're joined by veterans who served from World War II to today. We welcome everyone, this huge audience. Thank you so much for joining us. And first, we want to introduce the man who has brought this all together, Ken Buckles. Ken, thank you for bringing all these men and women in who have served our country.
My honor, thank you.
And I know that you do this on a regular basis. You really want to spread the word about remembering America's heroes.
It's this is the 23rd year bringing veterans to high schools around the state of Oregon. Over 42 high schools, over 90,000 students we've reached, and the mission was to teach youth the value of freedom and its high cost. And because our high schools have become so diverse, it was obvious that I needed to also teach kids that men and women, American men and women of all races, have served and still served. And so, as you see in the veterans, there's quite a diverse, impressive group of veterans here.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and I know your wife has helped with this cause as well. So I thank you both for bringing them all to us, because this is incredible.
Thank you for bailing me out. This is my wife who helps out a lot, Melinda.
Yes, thank you so much for bringing everyone in. And when I say this is quite a feat, we are really blessed today with everyone who has joined us. I first want to introduce 96-year-old Lieutenant Colonel Alex Jefferson. I cannot believe, first of all, that you're 96. I thought for sure, my goodness, there was no way World War II was on my brain when I saw you. But you are a POW from World War II. You've written a book, shared your experiences. What do you share most to everyone who you visit in these travels that you want people to know?
Live today, because tomorrow is not promised. Live today, because you got to enjoy things. You enjoy people. Enjoy everyone. It's a great life.
Your book is The Red Tail Captured, Red Tail Free. You became an artist when you became a prisoner. You even drew a picture there that you can show as far as when your plane was shot down. Talk a little bit about that experience.
The plane was hit. I pulled up and bailed out. And when I hit the ground, there was a German soldier. Boom. Ach so, ja. So my days began. 9 months in Germany as a POW. And towards the end of the war, I was liberated. I saw Dachau. I actually walked through and saw Dachau. Whatever you've seen, multiplied by 3, 4, 5, 6 times. It's true. It's true. That's my life. That's my life. Thank you so very much.
Absolutely. Well, Fantastic. It's so great to meet you. I wish we could have a whole entire show on you. I do want to get to a few others here in the audience. First of all, we have a mother who is the mom of the first female Native American who was killed in combat. Talk a little bit about your daughter.
My daughter was very smart, beautiful. She had a beautiful smile, and she had a lot of successes, but she never wanted to be recognized. And when they were ambushed, it was said that she was so calm. She was driving her master sergeant around trying to find her roommate, Jessica Lynch. And when they found Jessica Lynch, they had her get in the Humvee, and they picked up other comrades. And then when they went to the front line, they were hit by a jet-propelled rocket, and they were pushed into one of the bogged-down big trucks. And she and Jessica were injured. The other comrades that were in the unit were instantly killed. So she was held as a prisoner of war, and like 3 days into it, she passed from her injuries.
I think, on this day, we always remember the veterans and thank everyone for their service. And a lot of times it's the families that we also need to thank. And thank you and for your daughter.
You're welcome. Wars affect everybody. They affect the whole family. And freedom isn't free. And because I've never been a veteran or have never been in a war situation, I want to thank all of these veterans, both men and women, because it's because of them that we are able to have the freedoms that we have. And I encourage everybody to never take freedom for granted, because it isn't free.
Absolutely. And when we talk about the loss of friends and family, I want to talk to Mike Kuhn, the Vietnam vet. I'm going to hand this mic up to you because you have Mission 22. Talk a little bit about you and why you've started Mission 22.
Well, they reached out to me after the military car came up to the house and told me that my son had taken his life. He had served 3 tours, one in Iraq, Afghanistan, Persian Gulf. I knew that he was going through some hard times because he was on a firefight team. He was a squad leader of his team, and it just took an effect of him because he lost so many comrades in conflicts and stuff that he was in, that eventually he said he was in a zone, and he couldn't get out of that zone. Even though we prayed for him and told him, we'll work with you the best we can, he didn't make his choice and stuff of other ones. He thought of his fellow soldiers before he thought his own self and stuff. So I got in contact, Mission 22 got in contact with me and asked me if my son would be, if I would allow my son to be a memorial. And then at that time, I decided that, there's other families out there grieving just like me because they've lost a mother, father, uncle, aunt to suicide. And so I decided to step up and be like a spokesperson for the feelings and stuff, because I don't want any of the more government cars coming to the house and tell them that their loved ones have passed on. So that's the reason why I became a steward. They asked me to be a steward of Mission 22, and I accepted it because I was proud of that title.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I know we think about those that we lost while at war, but it is so much more than just that and beyond. I think a lot of times you've had a chance, all of you, to visit high schools and talk with people and travel around the country. A lot of people just get their word from Hollywood and from movies that we see and trying to relate that to movies. So I want to talk to Chris Pence here because, Spence, did I get that correct? Because 12 Strong, the movie that we've all perhaps seen, and you see your life kind of brought to the big screen. Talk about that experience and what you hope people actually take away from seeing what they see.
Well, I think we all know with Hollywood films, they sometimes add to or take away from the actual experience that happened. And what they try to do is describe an experience in non-military terms so more people can understand it. And that's why when veterans do watch films, we nitpick everything that's wrong in the film. That's why most of our wives refuse to watch military films with us, just because we know what we did, we know what happened while we were there. But Hollywood's job is to capture a story and to inspire people and to show the commitment, the sacrifice, and the dedication of the Americans who volunteer to join the Army or who have served in the military.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And we're talking 12 Strong there, but also Hacksaw Ridge. Desmond Doss Jr. Where are you, Desmond? Oh my goodness, hi. I didn't get a chance to meet you before, but your story also incredible. What do you remember most on Veterans Day? What's a memory that comes to mind for you?
We have all kinds of memorials and statues and gatherings for veterans. And I hope the thing that we can think of is what these men have done is to give us the opportunity to live the way we live today. And if we squander that, if we don't live our lives to the highest potential, we've not respected what they've done. Sometimes I think that gets overlooked, that what they've done is to give us the opportunity to live our lives to our maximum potential. And if we truly respect and love these veterans, we will live to the highest potential that we have.
Being this Veterans Day, and I think it's important not just today, but always, when you see someone who has served, we're always told, thank them for your service and their service. What really is something else that we can say to just show our gratitude?
I think to live our lives to the very highest potential that we have. That's how we repay a debt of gratitude.
Okay. Thank you so much. And thank you all for being here today. A big round of applause. I know I could speak to every single one of you and hear so many stories, and I wish we had more time. So thank you so much. Again, from all of us at K2 and Afternoon Live, we want to thank you for your sacrifice and service to everyone here and everyone out there watching. We'll be back with more of Afternoon Live right after this.